So working with numbers that are written in scientific notation and dividing them is very much like what we do when we multiply them, except instead of add the exponents, we are going to subtract the exponents. And I've got a problem here to demonstrate that. We've got 3.2 million divided by 4,000. And if we were to do this with these numbers in standard form, what most people would do is say, oh, I could cancel those zeros, I can cancel those zeros, and I can cancel those zeros. And that would leave me with 3,200 divided by 4. We would divide the 32 by 4 and get 8. And then we would say, oh, look, I've still got two zeros that need to be put on there, so that's going to be 800. And if I was to write that number 800 in scientific notation, that would be 8 times 10 to the power of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and convert my starting problem to scientific notation and then describe how we're going to do it that way. So 3.2 times 10 to the 6th divided by 4 times 10 to the 3rd. So we recognize that we had 8 times 10 to the power of 2 as our final answer when we did it the long way. We're going to figure out how we can get that same thing by doing it with the scientific notation. So instead of adding exponents when we multiply numbers in scientific notation, we're dividing, so we're going to subtract. And so the first thing to notice is we're going to be subtracting 3 from 6 and getting 3, because 6 minus 3 is 3. So we're going to have something times 10 to the power of 3. Now 3.2 divided by 4 is going to be 0.8. We need to recognize that that is not written correctly in scientific notation. There is not one whole number in front of the decimal. So we do need to scoot the decimal one spot to the right, which is going to add one number to our exponent and is going to make that, which is going to subtract one number from our exponent and is going to make that 8 times 10 to the power of 2. And as with last time, if you're having a hard time figuring out how to do that little conversion with the exponent, write that number in standard form. That's going to be 800. And then just convert it back to scientific notation. 8 times 10 to the power of 2. Either method will work. Honestly, I get a little bit confused when I'm just doing it straight from the exponent. So my advice would be to, when you need to fix something that's not in scientific notation, just put the darn thing in standard form and then put it back in scientific notation correctly. That's probably my best advice. Okay, so with that, we're going to take a look at some of the problems here in ALEKS. Recognize again that when we do division with scientific notation, we just need to subtract the exponents. And so our first one up here is 9 times 10 to the power of 7 over 3 times 10 to the power of 5. So 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3, and 7 minus 5 is going to be 2. All right. And we've got 7 times 10 to the 9th over 2 times 10 to the 4th. So 7 divided by 2 is going to be 3.5, and 9 minus 4 is going to be 5. Okay, and we have 6 times 10 to the 6th over 5 times 10 to the 4th. 6 divided by 5 is going to be 1.2, and 6 minus 4 is going to be 2. So 1.2 times 10 to the power of 2. Okay, one more. We have 5 times 10 to the 9th over 2 times 10 to the 4th. 5 divided by 2 is going to be 2.5, and 9 minus 4 is 5. That's it for that one.